Hello, Scrapbookers. This is Megan, and I am back today, finally, with my kit share for December daily / December documented. So this year I am doing more of a December documented type album, and I was going through a bunch of stuff and I found this album from Simple Stories. And it's a very small album. Let me measure how many inches it is. So I don't know that it's actually going to fit all of my stories for this month because it is about 2 inches. It's just under 2 inches. So I'm not sure that it's actually going to fit. It is kind of a small album, but I figured I have it, so I might as well use it. So this is the album I'm going to be using. And then I also, inside of this album, I have a bunch of different page protectors already. So I don't really have a plan on what is going to go where or if I'm going to use all of these. I probably won't use all of these page protectors, but I have them. And so it kind of makes it a little bit more easy, I guess, to tell stories, having the page protectors already. Then this is actually going to be the cover page to the album. And I already have, it's already cut down to size because it was a 12 by 12 piece of paper. But I spent some time yesterday cutting it down, and I have like a whole plan. Let's see, what did I do for my cover that I'm working on? So I spent some time yesterday. This one kind of turned out like a wedding cake. A couple of them kind of turned out like a wedding cake. But I really like the shape of this one and this one. They're supposed to look like trees. And then I also did a bunch of different colors, and I was thinking I could cut these out to be just like shapes, and then I could kind of stack them in different ways. I'm obviously not finished with this one. I want to add a couple more patterns to each of these. I don't know what to call them, squares, rectangles, whatever. So I have a few of them already done, but I'm thinking what I will do is maybe tomorrow or another night this week, I will cut out these, maybe a couple of the purple ones, and just kind of see if I can piece them together. And then this one, I'll finish doing the patterns on here, and then put those all together, and then create my cover page like that. I do have an image, a couple of images that kind of inspired me on how I wanted to make my cover page, but I'm definitely putting my own spin on it and creating it more in a Crafty Meggy way. So that's what's kind of fun. And this was my first paper or my first like watercolor journey that I did before I did these other two. And as you can see, it did not turn out very well, but it was kind of fun to just mess around and not really care what I was doing. So that is the cover page. And that's as far as I've gotten on that. So that I will be working on this week. So then I have picked out a couple of, well, actually it's like 6 or 7, I think six different alphas to kind of work with and just have on hand. I don't usually, in my December daily or December documented albums, I don't usually do a whole lot of titles other than like the day, number. So I'm thinking I'll probably just use a mix of these to create and just say day number whatever. Or this year I'm actually going to do 25 different stories, and so I might just stick with just the numbers. And I was going through some old stuff too, and yesterday I found these sugar plum numbers, and so I was thinking I'm gonna just throw them into the kit because I don't know if I'm actually going to use them, but they are there if I decide to. So that's the alphas and the numbers. And then I did find this stamp set as well. And it's just kind of a bunch of different character images. Snowmen and Christmas trees and birds and ornaments and stars, it looks like, and presents. So I thought I would just add that in there. And if I use it for a background, that's great. If I don't, that's also good. It works. Then I have these. I don't think this one is all this collection. So it's October Afternoon Silent Night Tidbits, and this is from 2013. Can you guys excuse me, can you guys believe that? Yeah, I probably got this at like, what was it called, Tuesday Morning or something like that, which has closed down since for a long time. But it looks like there's a bunch of different kind of collections in here, so I probably added to it. Then I have these. This is from, oh, who is this from? Allie Edwards. I was totally drawing a blank on her name. Let's see if I can find a clear piece of paper. There we go. Or a white piece of paper. So let's see if I can move the light. There we go. Hello Christmas, merry bright peace love, merry and bright, simple joys of holidays at home, let it shine, let your love be light, good cheer, joyful hearts, have a holly jolly Christmas, bring on the merry. And these are probably, it looks like there's 2 of each sticker in there. Well, I think I used this good cheer one and the joyful hearts, it looks like. But all the others have 2 of them. But yeah, this one was probably, oh gosh, from like 2016, 2017. There was one year that I did buy a few things from Allie Edwards. I've never been a crazy huge December Daily product fan. And so I never really went and bought like whole collections. I don't think I ever did. But I did apparently like these, and I didn't use them all up. Then I have these Scrap and Happy Studio. These are handmade epoxy flares, and I don't even know if this company is still around, but I found these in my stash, and so I figured I will just use it. Then I have, I think these are Echo Park embellishments and just a bunch of scrap papers that I found in my stash. One of the other collections that I'll be using is called Freezin' Season from Simple Stories. I really loved that collection. I want to say that this is Freezin' Season, but I could be wrong. Oh no, this one is Winter Wonder. So that is one of the other collections I have in here, as well as I believe Snow and Cocoa is another one that I have in here. I have some scraps from Freezin' Season 2. And then this blue paper, I think this one came from a paper pad, but I'm not really sure what paper pad. Anyway, and you can kind of see I've got snowflakes in here. Let It Snow chipboard and some frames. And this is from, what is this collection? Say Cheese Christmas, which I believe I got this like when I first started working for the Scrapbooking Kit Club. I think this was one of the first collections I got from them. And then I've got a bunch of others. So we've got Snow and Cocoa in here. I think that's what this collection is. I could be wrong though. And then I've also got, this one is Freezin' Season. And there's some pretty acrylics. This is Freezin' Season. I think that's Snow and Cocoa. It could also, I want to say there's another collection, this one that has all of these embellishments. These could be from that collection as well, because they look about the same. But again, I don't really know the name of the collection, so I just kind of had the embellishments in my stash. So there's just a bunch of odds and ends from a few different companies. I was trying to stick with the kind of teals and pinks and blues and mint colors. This is an old, oh, it's like a foam rubber pad. I don't know if you guys remember those. That's seriously like, what, 2015 or 16? Like, that's so crazy. It was so long ago. But anyway, so that's kind of just the jumble of products that I'm going to be using for the embellishments. Okay, then the papers, I do have, oh, here we go. This is the other kit that I was using. So Winter Wonder, there are some of these frames and embellishments in, I don't know where I put them. Haha, here they are. I was like, I swear I thought I put them in here, but I do have a bunch of these still. Winter Wonderland frames, they're chipboard frames. And so they're really big. I don't know that I'll actually use them, but I figured I have them and they're the right color scheme. So I'm going to just put them in here. Again, I have more just odds and ends pieces of paper. This is from Winter Wonder collection. This one is also from Winter Wonder. I love this plaid. And then here's the Snow and Cocoa paper pad I have. So I have the 6x6, and this one I haven't used any out of. And then I also have, let's see if I can find it, where it is. Let's see, maybe I didn't put it in here. I thought I think what I did was I just pulled out some papers because I thought I had the Snow and Cocoa collection, like the paper pad, and I think I do. It's just kind of mixed in here. Here's some more Winter Wonder scraps. So I think I'm gonna pull out just the scraps and kind of show you what I have with those, and then we'll move on to the full pieces of paper. Okay, so this is Snow and Cocoa, I believe, right? Yes, it is Snow and Cocoa. So that collection that I was saying I wasn't quite sure with the birds and stuff and the deers, that is Snow and Cocoa. I wasn't going crazy. Okay, so I have some of these cut apart cards. Then I have some more Winter Wonder. That's what all of these pieces are. Gotta have some tags. Love the tags. I'll probably cut these apart actually. And then more scraps. I did pull out my favorite pieces from the 6x6 paper pad, but then I also still do have the full 6x6 paper pad. So these are the ones that I really, really loved. and this is freezing season. That's what that is. And then these papers, this is an A5 paper stack from Cocoa Vanilla. And this one is copyright. It doesn't even say when this was or the name of the paper. And I did have the name of the paper. I just cut it out, or the collection. So I'm sorry, I apologize. I don't know the name of this collection. But I did the same thing. I just pulled out some of my favorite pieces from this collection. And if I decide I want to pull out more, I can. And I just stuck the whole paper pack in here. Okay, then this is Oh What Fun, which I believe was also a collection I got from the scrapbooking store. I really loved the colors in this one. The mint and the teal is just, and the red and pink. Super fun. So if you can't tell, that is what my theme is this year, is teal, mint, turquoise, pink, burgundy, red, kind of like a reddish pink too. I love that green color. It's so pretty. It's like between a mint and a turquoise, and it's kind of fun. Okay, then I also have this Winter Wonder sticker sheet. And we have this Winter Wonderland sticker sheet as well. I kept this one in here mainly for the alpha and the numbers. Then we have a full sheet of this floral, or I guess leaf paper from Winter Wonder. And then we also have the cut apart sheet. So I've got a lot of cut aparts. I think I'll be good on the cut aparts. Then, let's see, I think, so this paper came from Snow and Cocoa, as well as this one. And Ashley and I did go skating. Ice skating on, I think it was the day after Thanksgiving, which I don't think I'm going to include in the album, but I decided to put this paper in there anyways, just because I loved all the trees and the people and everything. I just thought it was kind of fun. Then we also have this Fa La 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 La, and this cocoa paper, or I guess it could be coffee, right? Then we have the, you know what, I think this might be from a different collection. I think this one is the Snow and Cocoa collection. I don't know. I probably should have wrote down which papers were from which collection, but you guys get the drift. Okay, so this one I did use something out of. Oh, it was probably a little banner or something, but I really love this paper. Ooh, and this paper is so pretty. So this one came from the paper pad too. Oh, we found some more scraps. So I'm not sure what these two are from, but this is from Freezing Season. You can see that. And then there's a bunch of little embellishments there too. Then this one, I believe was, I think this is the same. I want to say this is the Cocoa Vanilla Christmas one. And it's just the bigger size of it. But I really love that green color. Then we also have this scrap piece of paper. This is Together for Christmas from Pink Paisley, and this was copyright 2019. Wow, so long ago. And then this one was Pretty Little Studio from the Glitter and Ice collection, and I think that's what this piece of paper is too. Yeah, Glitter and Ice. And the paper is called Pretty Baubles, and then Deck the Halls. Then we've got, I'm not quite sure where this one came from. It doesn't have a sticker or anything on it, but it was in my stash and it's snowflakes, and I live in Idaho, so it's gonna go in there. Then I've got a Freezin' Season full sheet, another Freezin' Season full sheet, and another one. Excuse me. Ooh, I like the banners on this side. But if you know me, I also love the pink. Oh, and we've got a couple more sticker sheets. This one's called A Perfect Winter by Lori Whitlock from Echo Park. This one, I believe, was also a scrapbooking store kit for 1 December. And then the Freezin' Season sticker sheet. Oh, so it's called Merry and Bright. Haha, we figured it out. So the name of that Christmas collection is called Merry and Bright by Cocoa Vanilla. And this paper is called Oh Christmas Tree. Yay! I didn't even realize I had a full sheet of that. So that's exciting. Then this one is from Simple Stories called Oh What Fun. I love the poinsettias. And then this is Snow and Cocoa. And then this one is just a pink sheet. This might be from Close to My Heart. So that is it for my December daily kit. I probably won't have any photos of the kit or anything, just because it is my bedtime and I'm tired and I really want to go to bed. So I hope that you guys are having a great December and that you're enjoying all of the December videos that you are seeing on YouTube. Thanks so much for stopping by.